2026 Winter Olympics are just a few weeks away, and Team USA is preparing to compete in Milano Cortina. Now, one of the coaches guiding these athletes is U.S. Army soldier Lieutenant Colonel Chris Fote, a three-time Olympian, 2014 silver medalist, and now head coach of Team USA bobsled.
And using the teamwork, discipline, and resilience he learned in the Army, he is now leading the next generation of Olympic athletes to go for gold. Lieutenant Colonel Fote, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me on today.
Of course. Can you tell us about the Army's Olympic legacy?
Yeah, one thing a lot of people don't know is that since 1948, the U.S. Army has put 600 soldier athletes on the Olympic teams, and they've won over 100 medals. So we still have that legacy going today in the World Class Athlete program as we compete here in 2026.
And what was your journey to bobsled? How has the Army supported you along the way with this?
Yeah, so when I was in college, I was in the Army's ROTC program, and I was also a college track athlete. So I got recruited from that, got invited to attend a combine in Lake Placid, New York. I found out about the World Class Athlete program. And so once I graduated, completed all of my Army training, I applied for the program, got accepted, and got to compete in the 2010 Olympic Games. And then about 3 months after those games were over, I deployed to Iraq for a year. So it's just been a childhood dream of mine to be able to be an elite athlete, but also still serve in the Army. And the World Class Athlete program provides me the support needed to be successful at those things.
That is incredible, and thank you for your service. What does it mean for you to be heading to Italy for the 2026 Games?
Yeah, so as an athlete, I competed at 3 Olympics, and 1 in Canada, 1 in Russia, and 1 in Korea. So going to Europe is my first time there, and obviously being a coach now versus an athlete. But I think for myself and all of the soldier athletes competing, it's a really cool opportunity to carry on the legacy that was set by the U.S. Army prior to us, and especially with the 10th Mountain Division that fought in northern Italy, not too far from where we will be competing in Cortina. They had a very prominent battle at a place called Riva Ridge. So it's just really cool to kind of carry on that legacy of excellence as we try and win medals for our country here over the next 3 to 4 weeks.
You know, Colonel, in talking with you, people might be surprised to know that the U.S. Army has soldier athletes actually competing in the games. What else should they know about this?
Yeah, I think one of the misconceptions about the Army is there's a myriad of opportunities in the Army. There's over 250 careers, from being an engineer, a pilot, to being in the band or being a veterinarian. There's just so much that the Army has to offer people. And it's definitely helped me succeed both in sport and in my career, and it gives us that strength kind of to push on and kind of do some amazing things.
Absolutely. So where can our viewers go to learn more about you guys?
Yeah, if your viewers go to goarmy.com, they can learn all about the Army has to offer, from different types of jobs, the education benefits, and just all the things that there is. And then also on that site, there's a link to the World Class Athlete program, where you can follow all these soldier athletes that will be competing here in Milan Cortina and doing some amazing things to bring home some medals for us.
All right. Lieutenant Colonel Chris Fote, we appreciate the time, and thank you again for your service. And hey, we'll be rooting for you here in Augusta. Thanks so much.
All right, guys. I appreciate it.